Alright, you guys, I miss y'all so much. Um, if you're still subscribed, thank you so much for not abandoning me. But Mondays are my filming days, and it just has been crazy every Monday. I always have something to do. Sundays are my days to do what I gotta do. Mondays are basically my grandma's days, so I have to take her wherever she had to go, and I never really have time. So today I have a little bit of time before I have to like go do whatever. So I'm here to do some videos. So I will be wearing my same shirt, my Sailor Moon shirt. Sorry for no makeup. I'm gonna do a weight loss video, but basically I'm not wearing makeup because I do go to Zumba now, and immediately from Zumba I had to come take a shower and go straight to go pick up my grandma from the doctor. So I didn't have time to do any makeup, and it's like I need to hurry up and film because if I took time to do my makeup and stuff, I probably wouldn't have any time left. So that's why I'm not wearing any makeup. So hopefully I don't scare y'all too much. So this is going to be a book review. I'm going to review two different sets. One Go Together is part 1 and 2. The other ones are just two separate books. And then, but they're going to be different weeks. Like one's going to be this week. The other review is going to be next week. But I will let y'all know today I am going to review Me Before You and then After You. Oh no, it ripped. Anyways, and for next week's review, I'm gonna review Cracked Up to Be, which is a YA book, and A Man Called Of, which I won this from one of her thingies. And well, I'm not gonna tell you anything about it until you watch the review next week. So stay tuned if you want to hear about this. So anyways, let's jump into the review of Me Before You and After You. So as you can see, I did get the one that has like the movie picture. That's my girl Khaleesi. That's the dude from Hunger Games. I forgot what his name is in Hunger Games. He's like supposed to be the hot one or whatever. But yeah. So this book, guys, first of all, make sure you have tissues because you will cry in reading the book. And the movie, I'm not going to review the movie. Well, I guess I'll give you a quick little. But basically the movie is really close to the book because I think the author of the book, they used her to write the script. So it's really close to the book. There's a few changes. Some things had to be taken off because it was, you know, too long. It was already like a 2-hour movie. And like there's just a few changes. And it's better if you haven't seen the movie yet, if you haven't read the book, it's better to read the book first because the movie is good by itself, don't get me wrong. But if you read the book, you know way more background and more details about these people. You're more invested into the characters, and it makes it even that much better because you know the backgrounds. Like in the movie, they couldn't get into like details about every single person and like every single thing. So, you know, the books are always better. Most of the time, there's a few that I think the movies were better, but it's not that the movie's better. It's just this enhances the movie, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I'm talking too much. This is probably like 34 minutes. But yes, the movie is so good. I mean, the book. So, let me see. And this one, it's 400 and something pages. Like, the little 400s, like 410 or something. And the words aren't that small. But I was reading this at work because that's where I read. That's my time to read. Like, well, we're not having any, you know, stuff coming in and you have downtime, I read. And like I've mentioned it before, I sit with some friends and sometimes I talk and like it keeps us awake because I do work at night to be talking with your friends. So even though reading does keep me awake because I love reading, but you know, you get distracted, you start wanting to chit chat and stuff. But when I was reading this book, I ignored everybody, like, for real. And I told them, don't talk to me, I'm reading, like, I'm into this book, leave me alone. And they left me alone, except one friend would try to like interrupt. And there was one point, it was like in a really good part, I think it was like an emotional part, and she kept calling me, and I was ignoring her, and she's like, Crystal, Crystal, like she was trying to get my attention. And I snapped. I didn't mean to snap, but I snapped. I was like, what do you want? I'm in a good part, leave me alone. And she was like, ooh. And like she got all like, and then everybody's like, dang, like, leave Crystal alone, let her read her book. So that's how good it was. Like, I just snapped. I was like, shut up and leave me alone, like I'm reading. So this book, let's just give it, and I don't want to over, because I hate it when things are like so over, is it overrated? Like they're all hyped up, and then when you finally get to it, you're like, really? You hyped that up? It was like everybody's been talking about it, and that's it. Like, you get let down. Which I actually thought that was gonna happen with this, but no, I really loved it. If you're not into like romance, but it's not even, it's like a quirky romance novel. Like, it's cute, it's romantic, it's sweet, it's funny. Like, I guess it's British humor, but it's funny. Like, I liked it. It just, everything. Like, you'll get annoyed by people, you'll get mad at some of the characters, you'll laugh, you'll cry, everything. Like, it has every emotion in this book, and it is so sweet. And like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, you haven't read the book, read the book first. You don't have to, but it enhances it. So that's my review for this book. Oh, well, let me tell you what it's about. It's basically, I'm not going to ruin anything because I hate it. Like, I don't want, if you haven't read it or anything, I don't want to ruin it. But everybody knows this dude, it's from the beginning. He had like this big adventurous life, and he gets into like an accident. He gets hit by a motorcycle, and he becomes quadriplegic, I think. Yeah. And he cannot move. Like, the only thing he can move a little bit is like from here up, and a little bit of hand movement, and that's it. And so her mom brings her in to kind of take care of him, and then that's when stuff starts happening. And like, I know y'all know there's something major in the movie, and then like, because obviously it's a tearjerker, but I don't want to tell you because it is kind of predictable. Like, once you get into like, I don't want to ruin it, I can't ruin it, but it's not predictable. Like, it's not the typical like, oh, he's sick and he's gonna die. Like, no, it's something deeper than that. And it's very, it does get you like, oh, but I agree with her, and no, I agree with him, and oh my god, and like, it gets your brain all like, whoa. But yeah, this book, really good. Go pick it up. By the way, since I'm saying that, on Amazon, I looked up this book because I wanted it, and then it came up, if you scroll down, like, how do you do it? Like, I clicked on this book, and then you scroll down, and it has like a set. It's like, buy this and this and this, whatever. So it was this one, which is part 2 of Me Before You, and another book called 1+1 by the same author, Jojo Moyes, I don't know how to say her name. And all three were like, it was like $30, so like $10 each. This one was actually cheaper. I think this was like $7.99. It's originally $9.99, but it was like $6.99 or $7.99. And then this one was like $14 or something because it's hardback, and then the other one was like $10. I don't know, it came out to be almost like around $30. If I find the link, because I actually got my friend to order for me because he has Amazon Prime, and I really wanted the book like immediately. So 2 days, like, he came and brought it to me 2 days later. So I'll try to find the link, and I'll link it below if you want to like buy these books from Amazon. If not, they're at Target and stuff. You'll just have to pay like full price. And so the second book is After You, which, like I said, it's part 2 of Me Before You. And it's basically Louisa's life after everything that happened. So tells you like, oh, sorry for my nails. Anyways, it tells you like she if I tell you more, I was gonna ruin the other book. But basically it's her life, like what happens to her, with her life, like one after the part one. And you know, I really can't go into detail about this book. Yeah, I can't, but it's good. It's not as good as this book. I'm not gonna lie. This book is like a 10 out of 10 for me. This one's like an 8 out of 10. Um, I think if it wasn't for her like wanting to know what happens, I mean, it's not a boring book at all. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't really care anymore. But you're invested because you're invested in her from the first book, so you're immediately like invested. But it's not as like, oh my god, like part one. Like I don't know, like that sounds bad, but it's not. I give it like an 8 or an 8.5 out of 10, so it's not bad. So yeah, part two, check it out. That's the end of my review, guys, because I really can't go more into detail about that one without ruining anything from part one, and like without ruining anything from part two, because like the major plot twist and stuff is, it'll ruin something. So I mean, it happens towards the beginning, but still I don't want to ruin anything at all. But really good. Like I said, I'll link it below. I haven't read 1+1 yet. As soon as I do, I'll read 2 books, because I like to do reviews 2 books at a time. As soon as I read 2 more books, I'll try to review them as soon as I can, because I've been holding these for a while. Like I've read them a while back. So yep, stay tuned next week and for the next 2 books, which is Cracked Up to Be and oh, excuse me, I'm being nice, and A Man Called Of. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back and visiting me, guys. If you read the books, let me know your reaction. Don't ruin anything for any other people, but just let me know what your thoughts, like how you reacted, like how emotional you got. Oh my gosh, let me just tell y'all, in the movie, my husband didn't want to go watch it. He was like, really? You really have to go watch this? And I was like, yes. So then he kept complaining about it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with my sisters. But then he's like, no, I love you, and not, you know, you always watch the movies I want to watch, so I'll go and watch this movie with you. So he took me to watch it. So then I was like, if you're gonna cry, and he's like, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. I was like, if you cry, I get to punch you hard on your arm. And he's like, fine, I'm not gonna cry. He was crying. He was like, you could tell he was holding it in, but he was crying. And I was like, at the end of it, I was like, did you cry? He's like, shut up, shut up. But yeah, I cried. Like, I don't think I've cried that bad in any movie before. Like, even like Titanic. Like, I cry, but I'm able to hold most of it in, and like tears will come out, but I can hold it. This one, I was holding it, because if I didn't hold it. Anyways, I don't know exactly where I left off. I had to pause because, anyways. But I think I was talking about how emotional I got. So I couldn't even really, like, I held the sobs, because if I let the sobs out, believe me, I'd be like, ah! But that's a lot of movies. Like, I would sob, like, out loud. But this one, usually I can contain the tears a little bit. Like, they'll be, like, coming down, but I'll be fine. Heck no. Like, for the last, what, like 30 minutes to an hour of the movie, it's a certain part. Y'all, you kind of know, like, if you watch it, you'll know. But, like, from this part to, like, the end, it was, like, non-stop. Let's just say the beach part. The beach part to the end. Non-stop. And I don't mean, like, little tears. Like, no, like, and all right here was, like, a pool of tears. And, like, the top of my shirt was soaked. Like, just from tears just coming, pouring out. And, like, I was like, you could hear me, like, it was so sad. It was just so sad. But, like, yeah. Go watch it. Read the books. Let me know what y'all thought about the movie and the books. If y'all saw or read or did both. If not, let me know if you're gonna check it out. Because you should. But anyways, thanks again. Thanks for coming by. Bye.